Hi everyone, today we are going to be working in Photoshop and we're going to create a gradient blur effect. And this is replicating something of a depth of field effect where you have the foreground and the background at different focal lengths. So in this example, we're going to take a sample picture of stock photography and we'll turn it from this where everything is clear and focused and give it a depth of field effect where the foreground is in focus and the trees in the background are out of focus. This is something super easy. You can do it in less than a minute, so we're going to dive in. Here I have my photography open in Photoshop, and so the first thing I'm going to do is I have this photography and I'm going to duplicate that layer, and then I'm going to apply a blur to the layer. So I'm going to go into blur and Gaussian blur. You can use your judgment. Anything from about 6 to 8 would be good. I wouldn't go beyond 8, and you can just play around. What kind of blur do you like? I'm going to put mine close to 8 and click OK. So now I have two pictures. One is the regular picture, one is a blurry picture, and with the blurry picture selected, I'm going to add a layer mask to that. Now the settings I want to make sure my foreground and background colors are set to default, and then I'll select the gradient. And then I want to make sure that this initial white to black gradient is selected. And then I'll draw the gradient onto my vector mask. Here you can see the effects. Where the gradient starts, which is white, I can see the Gaussian blur, and where it ends, which is black, I can see that the blur is not affected. Now to show what's happening, if I choose a very small vector for the gradient, you can see a distinct line between the blurred background and the unblurred foreground. And I can move that around just to emphasize what's going on. The longer I draw the gradient line, then the longer it goes from the transition from the gradient blur to the non-gradient blur. And I can drag it long like this. You can even go off screen and make it really long. And I can start from the foreground and go to the background. If I want to really focus on the background, then you can see that effect too, that I blurred out the foreground and I have the clear background. And you can look in the thumbnail in the layers group to see what the gradient looks like. And so that's a real quick and easy way to make a gradient. You can also play with different gradient options if you'd like. If I use the reflected gradient, then it makes the middle part blurred and the outside edges not blurred. So if I flip those around, then I can create something of a tilt shift effect. I have the blurred top and the blurred bottom, and the part in the middle is in focus. It's an interesting effect. It's probably not the best approach to use if you have a subject in the foreground and you want to blur out the background, but if you're looking at landscape or objects and you just want to put a little bit of perspective, then this is a very quick and easy way to do that.